Imagine stepping back in time or into worlds that never were. Stories of history and imagination brought to life. In this video, we're diving into a tale you won't find in any textbook, crafted with the magic of AI. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss a single moment of this journey. In the vast plains of ancient Africa, where the sun kissed the earth each morning, there was a time before language, before tools, before shelter. A time when our earliest ancestors roamed wild, surviving the unforgiving landscape of nature. But one day, something changed. A discovery so powerful, it would forever alter the course of human history. Life before fire was a constant struggle. Our early ancestors, small, vulnerable, and at the mercy of predators, lived each day in fear of the unknown. Imagine it, the world plunged into darkness every evening, shadows creeping and wild animals lurking nearby, their eyes gleaming in the night. But there was no defense against this darkness, no warmth when the cold wind blew, and no way to cook food or protect themselves from disease. And then, one night, something miraculous happened. Perhaps it was a lightning storm that sparked the dry grass, or perhaps it was volcanic activity that scattered embers across the land. Whatever the cause, fire was born, a mysterious, flickering light that could not be touched, only feared, or so they thought. At first, fire was a terrifying force, untamed and dangerous. Yet slowly, curiosity won over fear, and in one of the greatest acts of bravery and curiosity in human history, our ancestors approached this strange phenomenon, inching closer until they realized that it did not have to be an enemy. They discovered that fire could be controlled, harnessed, even shared. Now, imagine the first time one of our ancestors reached out, carefully holding a dry stick toward the flames. A spark caught, and for the first time, humankind learned that they could create and sustain fire. This wasn't just about warmth. This was the beginning of something much bigger. Fire became a symbol of power and community. For the first time, they gathered around in safety and warmth, sharing food and stories and building bonds that would hold them together against the dangers of the wild. With fire, early humans could finally fend off predators at night. They had light to guide them through the darkness, warmth to survive the cold, and a way to cook food. Cooking allowed them to consume a wider variety of foods, making their diet richer and their bodies stronger. In fact, cooking food made it easier to digest, allowing for the absorption of more nutrients. Over generations, this led to the development of larger brains and a greater capacity for complex thought. Yes, fire was more than a tool. It was the key that unlocked our potential as a species. Fire wasn't just about survival. It also created something magical: community. Around the warmth of the fire, people shared stories, ideas, and experiences. This was the birth of culture. When you sit around a campfire today, telling stories or simply enjoying the crackling flames, you're part of a tradition that stretches back hundreds of thousands of years. The mastery of fire was a springboard for countless innovations. With fire, early humans could harden wooden tools, forge new materials, and eventually spark the development of more advanced technologies. From this simple act of curiosity, humanity would go on to reshape their environment, build civilizations, and create technology that would continue to evolve. But it all began here, around a fire on the African plains, where our ancestors dared to harness the unknown. Today, fire remains central to our lives in ways we often overlook. We still gather around flames, whether in our homes, at campfires, or in celebrations. It's a reminder of the courage, curiosity, and ingenuity of our ancestors who, despite the darkness, looked toward the light and saw a future they could shape. As you sit by a fire, remember, this simple, powerful force was the spark that set humanity on its path. And thank you for joining us on this journey through the power of fire and humanity's story. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, and subscribe for more stories that dive deep into our shared past. Together, let's keep the spark of curiosity alive. See you in the next one.